Disclaimer. This video and all its contents are Ngozi's opinion and that of some people who contributed. We're all entitled to our opinions, so enjoy.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what a lot of fun, what a lot of fun.
Hello everyone, welcome again. My name is Ngozi, and on this webisode I am discussing pecking, the double cheek peck, as Nigerians have commonly adopted it. So pecking as a form of greeting is popular in many cultures. So for example, the Brits peck 2 times, the Dutch people do it 3 times, the Chileans do it once, the Americans, America is a no peck zone. Scandinavians, which is weird because then you go to Eastern Europe, they don't peck, but then you come down to Holland and they peck. So different nations, India, they do not peck. The Middle East is the worldwide capital of pecking, but then it depends on your gender. So pecking is worldwide. Africa originally is a no peck zone. Believe it or not. So it brings me to the subject of today, pecking as a form of greeting in Nigeria. I've touched on this before. Some episodes ago, and I don't remember which one it was, but I said something about etiquette and greeting or something. But I decided to do this as a subject matter in itself because I believe that Nigerians, we are just adopters. This is the only time I'm permitted to use this word, but we are adopters of life. We adopt life essentially from everybody else. They sag their pants, we sag our own. They peck, we start to peck. Whatever they do, we take it and do it. You travel to London and go to school, and the only thing you come back with is in it. You go to America, yow. We can adopt. So pecking was completely adopted by Nigerians. Now, so if you know me, you know that I have a challenge with pecking. So I thought I should talk about it, and I wanted to talk about it with someone, but I thought, what would the profile of the person that I talk about it with be? Because I also found that pecking is a socioeconomic class thing. So if you're on the island, you're in certain hotels, you're in certain kind of weddings, or even on the mainland, but certain class of society, they peck. But then you go to regular folk, they don't peck, because for them, what are you doing? What's that? So anyway, so that said, I also found that even if you don't belong to that class of society, if you start hanging out with them long enough, suddenly you become a what? Pecker. Yes, you become a pecker. All right. So anyway, so I'm going to take it in different forms. Like, so when you first meet the person, so there's different classifications in greeting. Before I left Nigeria anyway for school, I don't remember people pecking. Growing up, I don't remember my parents pecking. I'm trying to remember, like, an aunt will come to the house, chi, how now, or okay, or sister. I don't remember anybody greeting and pecking. So in my head, it was sometime in the late 90s, maybe 2000s. I honestly think pecking came in 2000s. So some people pecked, went abroad and felt this pecking thing, we must peck. I can almost guarantee you, one guy felt like this was a good way for him to tap currents. So he felt, I'm going to come back and peck, and people just followed him and said pecking. Why were we following him? Nigeria adopted the 2 cheek peck. I don't know why. I guess because more Nigerians go to London, so they picked up the British one. You can't say it's because we were colonial, we were under the British colony. We were British colony once, that's why. That's not why, because we were not pecking when they left us. We started pecking recently. So we're not pecking because of that. So I think it's because a lot of people went to London, and then it's the people from London. Is this London people? I knew it couldn't be Americans. So they brought it back. And then we started pecking twice. But you can imagine somebody who lives in France, who, depending on where you are in France, they can peck from 2 to 5 times. Comes to Nigeria, working for a Dutch company, but is in Nigeria. I don't know which one is more awkward, when I meet you the first time and you're trying to peck me and I'm moving back and I'm not sure how many to give you. Or I've given you 2, I'm coming in for a 3rd and you're moving back. Just the first time you meet someone, blankets. Don't peck. Period. Don't peck me. You do not know me like that. Hi Ngozi, how are you? I'm very well. Nice to meet you. How are you? Oh wow, I like your tie, for example. That's fine. It's acceptable. Do not peck me. Who is me? Don't peck her. Chick, don't peck him. Guy, don't peck her. If you're meeting someone for the first time. Oh, Jide, how now? Oh, how about if this is my wife, Neka. Hi Neka, how are you? Nice to meet. Don't peck Neka. You are just meeting Neka for the first time. Leave her cheeks alone. So first time meeting someone, don't peck the person, period. Just, there's nothing to ask. I don't care where, you are in Lagos, so I'm not talking about if you are visiting the person in England or something. You are in Nigeria, in Lagos, Aba, Port Harcourt, Zaria. Do not peck someone you're meeting for the first time. Because we've already established, by the way, that pecking is not Nigerian. We adopted it. So while clearly some people are not going to hear what they're going to keep pecking, if you've met someone for the first time, do not peck. Number 2, business introductions. So in the office, business situations, you work with me. You may or may not be, and I'll come to friendship, but you work with me. So if you were to introduce me, oh, this is Ngozi, my colleague. If I fall under the colleague category, don't peck me. Why are you pecking me? No, why are you pecking me? Are we intimate? Are we that close? We work together. We've worked together for 10 years, 15 years. We're colleagues. If you do your son's birthday, you may invite me or you may not. But we're colleagues. Do not peck me. If, you know, hi, Ngozi, handshake, that side hug, you know, that's fine. It's acceptable. Don't peck me if our relationship is business. So we see each other in the office every day, so on and so forth. If we're close in the office, you would probably give me a side hug or a full hug. Oh my God, welcome back from leave. How are you? Hug. Oh, I missed you, blah, blah, blah. We probably wouldn't peck. So business environment, don't peck. Number 3, friendship. Now, you see, friendship is dicey. I don't peck my friends. Ew. No, okay. Not because I can't peck them. I can probably even kiss them on the mouth, to be honest. But it's probably, if I peck my friend, and honestly, then I feel we're not even that close. I would hug my friend. If I'm not seeing her in a while, I'll jump into her bed. I will laugh, whatever it is. But if you're a friend, so let me use the word acquaintance. So I know you we travel around the same circles. So we're cool. You know, we hang out. My daughter's birthday, you come. My son's birthday, you come. You know, we're cool like that. You're on my BB, for example. When I see you, then you can peck me because we have transcended, what would I call it? We've transcended first time meeting and we're not colleagues. So the relationship is social. That's the word I'm looking for. So a social relationship where I've met you more than once and you are my person, then you can peck me. Hey, Ngozi, how now? In that event that you now want to peck me in Lagos, I have accepted that Lagos is the 2-cheek peck. I don't even want to accept anyone. We are not peckers. Go to India. You don't touch me. I can't imagine somebody getting up one day in India and just start pecking people. They won't peck you. You go to the States. It doesn't matter where you are in the States. They don't peck in America. They just don't peck. Nigeria, no, only us. We must go and carry pecking. So that said, so number 3 is social. If we're socially connected somehow, we're friends, we talk and so on and so forth, then you see me. How now? Side hug, peck. We can peck, that's fine. Then finally, number 4, age. There's some, it is, you know, I think the problem is that cities are evolving. So the world is fast becoming a global village. So cities, a lot of people are migrating to cities. So in a lot of city centers, so Lagos, New York, Abuja, Paris, you no longer see regular homes. You see high rises coming up everywhere. It's because people are coming. There's not a lot of land mass to build. So people are building upwards so that more people can live in flats. Back then, nobody lived in a flat. Everybody wanted, if you lived in a flat, it was a bungalow, which was your own and you had your own compound. Or if you lived in a flat, it was not about high rises. Now, a lot of high rises are coming up in city centers. So because of that, urbanization is growing and people are learning things and copying them left, right, and center. Blah, blah, blah. Regardless of that, common sense respect, especially in the African culture, is very important. As a result, when you meet someone who is older than you, when I say older, I mean like someone who could be your mom or who is just a tad younger than your mom. So if she had a child at 19, she could easily have had you. Don't get to her and want to peck. Why are you pecking her? Based on the fact that somebody came and introduced the both of you. Hi, give her a handshake. If she offers you a side hug, give her a side hug. Don't meet my mom. Mommy, how now? Good afternoon, auntie. Mwah, mwah. If auntie offers, then you can take it. If auntie doesn't offer, don't lean in and peck auntie or lean in and peck uncle. Yoruba people are very big on respect. Igbo people, we are, but we can handshake and so on and so forth. But respect demands in Nigeria that you do not greet your elder. When I say elder, I don't mean, no, my husband is 11 years older than me, so you want to greet his friend, you now double. No, I mean someone who is well older than you. Do not meet that person and then give the person a handshake and then do double peck. Mwah, mwah. It's not going to work. So in closing, I've been rambling on for a while. In closing, there are various ways to greet people. You can offer a handshake. You can give somebody a side hug. You can wave. But I know that as human beings, I mean, no man is an island, which is why I think when they say you're sentenced to solitary confinement, it's punishment. Nobody wants to be untouched. As human beings, you need to touch and you need to feel. So a handshake is fine. A side hug is fine. Even a pat on the shoulder, Ngozi, how are you? Nice to see you. An older person will do that to me, and that's fine. And then you can peck, if you must. And if you mustn't, give the person a handshake. Give the person a side hug. It's fine. Nobody will look down on you. Nobody will think less of you. That said, if somebody, now the other solution is that if somebody comes in for a peck and you don't want the peck, it's so difficult because I don't know, even I haven't figured it out. The last time I did it, I made my handshake strong so the person couldn't come close. When the person, Ngozi, how's that? Hi. And he felt a bit offended. This is why I'm doing this topic, you know, because I don't know how to tell you, like, I don't know which one is more awkward. You trying to peck me and me avoiding you, or I've agreed to peck you twice and you're coming in for a third and I'm dodging. I'm not sure. So I want to do this topic to say, just don't peck. Like, if you know the solution, please make a comment on the screen and let me know. How does a woman who doesn't want to be pecked tell a guy? How does a guy who doesn't want to be pecked tell the chick? Because my husband does not peck, period. Some of my friends have tried, come here, Joe, and they'll just peck him and he laughs about it. Okay, fine. But on the general, scale, he doesn't peck. And if you come forward, he'll tell you, I'm sorry, I don't peck. Your embarrassment level will go to 100. I don't agree that he should do it that way, but how else is he supposed to do it? It's not our culture. He went to school in the States, he came back, he has been in no peck zone for all his life. Suddenly, people have started pecking left, right, and center. What is he supposed to do? So the question is, how do you refuse a peck respectfully and cordially? There's nothing wrong with your cheeks. There's nothing wrong with you. You smell amazing. Your perfume is nice. I just don't want to peck as a form of greeting. How do you tell the person? So I say offer a handshake first. I don't know. I wish I had the answers. I honestly don't. I wish there was someone, maybe a communications expert I could have spoken to discuss this topic with, but I didn't have one. So if you have any comments, please, of course, as usual, feel free to make them. If you have any topics you want me to discuss, send them to the email address on the screen and I will see if I can do justice to the topic. Keep it real, and until next time, thank you for watching.